So today I'm gonna do some work before our class tomorrow. So you see that I have a white clay in front of me. I'm gonna make the skin color. As you can see, this clay right here is kind of soft. It's actually too soft. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of the rice flour in this clay. So then it will strengthen the clay to hold its shape, and it won't be too flimsy. It won't be too like soft that it won't hold its shape. So I put on, this is the rice flour that I have. This is 歌劇米粉. It's like some kind of rice flour that I got from a friend whose husband works at a grocery store, and sometimes she'll they throw away stuff, and she'll just give it to me because some of them are actually still edible. So as you can see, I add in the rice flour, and the clay has becoming more solid, less soft. So this is the consistency we want. Okay, see it here? This is the kind of consistency we want for clay. And then, always, if you have the clay at home, I think it's a good thing to do to practice it at home, to practice stuff that you learn in the class, and practice it at home, so that way you get better at it, and it won't be such a struggle when you go to class. Because a lot of time I discovered that student, it's like the most basic symbol shape, like a triangle, like a circle, we did that many times, and yet there will be student coming to me and said, "Miss Ma, I don't know how to do a circle," or "Miss Ma, I don't know how to do a triangle." Actually we made a lot of project over this past couple of months. It shouldn't be that hard. So sometimes I will ignore you guys. I will ask you guys to try to figure it out yourself, because I know that you can do it. By holding your hand every single step through the way, I don't think you'll be able to learn anything. So as you can see, I added orange here, and I think that the color would come out to be too dark for skin color. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix it. See how I mix the color. This is actually a pretty good skin color. Not too pale, not too orangey, but I want to add in a little bit of white, because as you can see, this is the clay that I did not put rice flour in it. You can see that this is really soft. I'm just gonna add a little bit here. You see it here? Now as you can see that the clay has, the color has becoming more pale, more light. It's like a lighter color tone, a lighter skin tone clay. So you see here, does it hold shape? You can leave it like this and see if it holds the shape. You can add in a little bit of 米粉 again, 米粉. Add in some 米粉 here, the rice flour, and then go, at first it won't incorporate, but once you knead it a little bit more, it will take into shape. So this is a video about how to make the skin color, and usually I will make the simplest shape of making a doll is to have a round head. Okay, a round head. See here? Now this should be able to hold the shape because I added, you know, rice flour. The clay should be harder. Okay, so then you want to do two small ear. You want it to be identical in shape. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a little circle like this, and you want to divide the circle. Okay, you see it here? So when you put it on the table, you'll see that it's even, right? Yeah. And then you want to kind of roll it to make it into this shape, and find a place on your head that you think is the most smooth, and that will be your face. And you put your ear here. Okay, put your ear on the side. Make sure they are evenly level from the head top, from the head of the top of the head, the bottom of the chin. Okay, so this would be the basic head of a doll. It depends if you are making a doll that is showing the neck, or it's gonna wear a costume, and you know, then you don't have to do the body. Well, but a basic body would be like this. Oops. Okay, this is a basic body shape. So basically, I start out with a circle, right? Always. To get rid of the wrinkle, there are several ways to get rid of the wrinkles. First, you kind of condition your clay like this, and then you roll it. Don't do it too much, okay? You do it too much, it's gonna dry it up. And then, next thing you do, you roll it out like this, okay? And if you want to make the neck a small body, but with a neck, you kind of pinch the edge of the top of the clay, okay, like this. Like this. See it? And this would be the chest area. This would be the neck, and then you just put it here, let it dry. I think I did a pretty good job about like mixing the rice flour into the clay. It's definitely strengthened the clay itself. It's less soft. It's not soft. If it's soft, it won't hold the shape, and you will see your clay, like your head, becoming like lopsided, and which you don't want it to happen. And now we're going to do the arms and the hand. So like the last video I showed you, the witch, right? You know, I didn't have actually I have to thank a parent who gave me a very good you know, phone holder which I could position, you know, without moving around the phone, and I could, you know, do my project with freely. I don't have to hold one hand holding the phone, and the other hands working on the clay. So, you know, thanks again. And I have to thank Yudan's mom. You know, she walked into the office one day and she showed up with this little device, and it's so convenient. Yeah, thank you so much. And I don't have to go out and buy one just to make video for you guys. So you see that this is the arm. So this is kind of like a whimsical cartoon character. So you know, it doesn't have to be realistic. So this could be the arm, okay? If you want it to, like, you know, you can fold the arm, you know, if the character is holding something or doing something. Otherwise, you know, you can just attach the arm like this. Okay, so I'll just leave it that. And then the legs. Okay, you do the same, you know, you do the same thing with the leg, like the way that you roll out the clay, like the, you know, like the arms. Okay, let me move these aside because the camera, you won't be able to see how I rolled out the legs. Okay, so you want to get two even size of clay. Make sure they're even, okay? So this one is a little bit more, so I'll take out some portion of it. And then if you see it here, it should be even now. Pretty much even. Okay, maybe this one is a little bit more. Take it out. Okay. Okay, so you roll it out. You roll it out. If you don't have the confidence of rolling it out, like together with both of your hands, you can do it one at a time. Okay, like this. Roll it out. You don't want it to be too thin. Okay, this is one leg. Roll this one out. This is the second leg. And then you see here. You see here? Yeah, you see here. Okay. See here? You see it? Then you want to pinch the bottom. You see here? When you pinch it like this. When you pinch it like this. You see it? That becomes the legs and the feet, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here for a moment. I need to get some toothpick, and we'll attach the dolls. We'll attach the body to the dolls. So I really like this kind of toothpick with one end that is sharp, the other one round. So what I do, because this clay I think is strong enough, because I condition it with, you know, 米粉, with the rice flour. So the clay is actually quite strong. I can penetrate it into the toothpick easily. Okay, you want to do the same with the other one. Get yourself another toothpick right here. And when you want to insert this, you don't just jab it in. You kind of have to roll it. You roll on this side to push the clay up, and you roll this hand, you breathe this finger, and you roll it to the different direction. So then the toothpick will go in to the leg without distorting it. Okay, so you want to set this aside. You want to do the same thing to your head. Okay, so this is the front of the head. You want to use the flat end. You want to turn, push. While you're turning, you're actually pushing the toothpick into the head. Okay, don't push it all the way through. Okay, and if you find that your toothpick is too long, you can trim it. So you see here, one direction, the other one goes the other direction. You see it here, you see it here. Oh, this one almost come out. Okay, you see here? Yeah, like this. It's like turning the, like, you know, opening your water bottle. Okay, so, ooh, okay. I think this is the better side, the better. Okay, so here we go. We have the head, the body, the chest, right? And then, you know, the arm. Okay, and if you want to be more realistic, what you can do is you can add, you know, the lower body. Okay, you can do the lower body. Okay, let's move this aside. The lower body, and this will be underneath here, underneath this area. So what you want to do is that you kind of want to make it into like a underwear shape, like this, like a V shape or a triangle, with the top flat, the bottom, you know, you see the indentation. Yeah, and you want to attach this onto here. Okay, the clay should still you know, be sticking to each other. If not, then you can use at this point you can use a scissors to, you know, trim off the excess toothpick, trim it off, or you can break it like this. You can break it like this, okay? See it? You can, you know, then attach this here. See it here? Yeah. So this is the body of a human figure. Yeah. Okay. It's a very simple body. Don't worry about, you know, it to be perfect, because you're gonna cover it with, you're gonna decorate it with clothes. So you don't even have to worry about it. Okay. Lastly, what you do. Okay, we can throw this away. We don't really need this like afterward. So what you do is that you take out 2 toothpick. You only want the pointy part. Okay, you only want the pointy part. The other part you can save it for some other project, or you can throw it away. See it? You want to put it on the side of the body. See it here? Put it on the side like this. All right, like this. And then you want to attach the arm. You can just attach it like this, okay? You don't have to glue it. Don't glue it, because, you know, if you want to put costume on, then you probably want to dress her up first before you attach the hands, the arms, okay? Make sure this is the wrong side. This is to the inside. So you see, this is a very simple figurine, a human figurine, you know. And then you can create any kind of dolls that you want, because this is just a simple skeleton of it. You can add hair, you can add the eyes. I would say if you don't have the confidence of adding the eyes, you probably want to wait for the doll to be dry, and then you want to paint it. Paint it with acrylic paints, paint it with markers, you know. I think that, you know, the doll will look nicer. Yeah, because we haven't really done like eyes. Okay, so I'm going to set it aside. So now, maybe I should show you how to make eyes. Cartoon eyes. Okay, when you look at this, this is the eye. Okay, you want to flatten it. Maybe let me make 2 eyes. So I did not condition this clay. I did not add rice flour. So they are very soft, very sticky. Okay. One of the way that when you work with clay that are too dry, you can always add Vaseline. Add Vaseline onto the clay, and then you condition the clay. You know, you add some Vaseline onto the clay and then you condition it. That will make the clay softer, less cracked. When the clay is like this soft, then you want to add some kind of, you know, rice flour or flour. But I think rice flour works the best. As you can see, this clay right here, it's not dry, and it's solid, and then it will make, you know, it will stay in any kind of shape that you want it to stay. Not like this one. This one, if I put it this way for a while, or if, you know, if this is heavy, it will go lopsided. Okay, so here's the eyes. Let me take some black. Okay, I took some black clay out. You don't need a lot. You want to do the outline. And I don't want you to attach the eye white onto the face and then work on it. I want you to work on it on a table before you attach it onto your doll face, because you're gonna mess it up. Most likely you will mess it up. Even for me too. You know, there are times that I'm too lazy. You know, too lazy, want to, you know, be convenient. Now I will like take the shortcut, like putting the eyes onto the face and then just do everything on the face, and another time I ended up having the you know, the eyelashes attached onto the face itself, and I can't remove it, and then the dolls just become, the face is just becoming so dirty. Yeah, so you want to avoid doing that. Okay, so I'm just wondering, do I let's see, do I have any blue clay? I want to make the eyes blue. Ooh, my blue is drying up. Okay, so you see this clay is really dry. Okay, you can either like put it in the water, put a little bit of water on it, or you can do Vaseline. But since we're doing such a small area, we are going to do the eye here. Okay, here's the eye. It's just thick because the white clay is soft and sticky. Okay. Now, if your eye is looking to the right side, the other eye the pupil should be looking at the right side too. You don't want to do like this looking at this way and this looking at that way. That would become 斗雞眼, 鬥雞眼, and that won't look nice. Okay, so always keep that in mind. So I want to add some eyelashes onto this doll. Okay, so I added some on here. You don't need a lot of clay, you know. You see it here? Yeah, right here. Okay. Yeah. So you also want some highlights, the lights on the shining on the pupil. You know, this is a cartoon eye. Yeah. Then you want to pick this up, either with your finger or with a toothpick. If you have fat fingers, you tend to like, mess it up. Then you want to use something sharp, just like a toothpick. A toothpick would do it. You see the highlight, the eyes. See it here, right? But I saw a lot of people on YouTube, they would just paint the eye. They won't even bother making the eyes out of the clay, because it's hard to do it, and also it's a lot of work, and you have to be very precise. You don't want to mess it up, so they end up painting it. It depends on what kind of doll you're making, how realistic you want your doll to be. Because when I do my wedding cake topper, what I do is, like this one, you can't really gauge, you can't really like use your finger, you probably will mess it up. So I put the eyelashes by using a toothpick. I pick up the eyelashes and I attach it on top of the eyelid. No, not the eye. Where all the eye, this is like, this works as like, all the eyelashes, and then you have some sticking out, to make it more look like, look more feminine. Okay, you see here? Yeah, there's, my clay's getting dry. And then this one, I don't want to waste it, but it's kind of dry. But I'll just go ahead and attach it anyway. Oh God, it won't stick. Oh, never mind. So you see here? Attach it on here. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. And then the eyebrow. It depends on what kind of eyebrow you want. The size of the eyes. Make sure they are even. If it's long, if it's curly, if it's like has a curve. Make sure it has a curve, and this one should have a curve too, like this. Okay, so this clay right here, I'm just gonna make it into a flat, a flat face, so then I can attach this sample of how to make the eyes on here. So this is going to be a face, a doll face. Okay, so here's my scissor. I want to trim it off a bit because I want to make it into a nice face shape. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so this is, what I, kind of fix up the, the chin area, fix up the cut line, So this would be your face, right? Then right here, see if you can make the nose. I'm using my finger to shape out the nose, but you can use a different method to do the nose. Okay, so you want to see where your eye goes. So on the face, I believe we did portrait class before. You want to divide your eye into half, right? This is where your eye sits. Half of the face here. Let me make a mark here. Okay, you want your eyes to go here. Okay, I hope I don't mess it up. Okay, pick this one up. Your eyes goes here at the center of the face, and then your eyebrow. I'm gonna fix up the eyelash. I know that it's the eyebrow, nice eyebrow. Oops. See what I told you? When you want to make the eyes, the eyebrow first before you attach it on the face. Just see what happened? It fell. If the clay is wet, then it's gonna stay on top. You will have uneven eyebrows, and you don't want that to happen, right? Okay. So I'm gonna add the eyebrow back on. The eyelash back on to the left eye here. Clay is kind of dry. Yeah, but it will still stay. It will stay. Okay. So the nose, you can if you have enough clay in the center, you can pinch out the nose. If not, if your clay is still wet, you can just attach it here. Okay. And and then just attach your nose like here. Okay, to blend it on, depends if the clay is too dry, then you have to use water. Blend your nose. But to shape the nose. Okay. And then the mouth. Okay. And then your mouth. Okay, you want to do the bottom lip first. You want to do your bottom lip first, okay? Okay. Then the top lip. If you want to make it smiling, you add a little bit of white. Okay. Make it into a shape where both edges, you can see both edges. Okay, like this.